Well, today's been interesting. I finally relaxed a little bit. And ended up drinking a little too much. And I still can't believe what happened. But hey, that's what life is, right? I need to stop drinking during FNF. Because goddamn, or at least pace myself better and not go off the deep end. Because, let's be honest, I think I went off the deep end a little bit there. So I'm going to be covering rounds 1 and 2. I probably won't get to round 3, but if round 2 takes forever to start, I might just cover round 1 and then raid Barbarian and hopefully, excuse me, not Barbarian, Barbarian. Those are two separate people. I'll raid him, send you guys over, and then I'm going to take the rest of the night off because I have a 10:30 commitment just to chill with some friends. So it's going to be about an 80-person match. I've noticed that for the NA and EU branches for the first week of World War II, we were packed, but now a lot of people, there's been some complaints about various things, so a lot of people have dropped off. So I think we'll see another pickup in the beginning of July for player counts, but we'll probably see that all drop off again. So it's just, how would I put it? Around the mid-May to late June period, a lot of Arma players always seem to drop off, but it picks back up again around the summer. It's just one of those cycles, you know? Nonetheless, we will get back into the operations here. I'm not gonna drink. And we'll go ahead and get everything sorted here. I don't know where Barbarian is. He told me he was eating, so he might join us a little later, if at all. Otherwise, that's a little bit of a shame because I set up all these nice little sound bites to bonk his horny ass, but that's okay. Win some, you'll lose some, you know? Otherwise, Yash, thanks for the 10-month resub. I did turn down the sound alerts by... I did 2 decibels. Let's just, you know, make that correction and see how things go. Otherwise, thank you so much for all your support, man, both in subs and in helping with the channel's audio quality. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this stream. Now, I'm going to plug my phone in. I'm thinking later today, while I'm relaxing, I'm also going to work on some operations and whatnot behind closed doors, just to get a little ahead, because tomorrow I'm going to be pretty busy. I'm going to be honest, I haven't even prepped Saturday night's operation, the part 2 of what most of you know as the op where bush Wookiees with baseball bats beat the crap out of this poor guy that started screaming. I have to do phase 2 of that, and I have an idea of how I want to do it in my head, but I have to actually set up and organize the AI for a good execution of the scenario, not the players. But otherwise, I'm sure Barb will join me someday, and this round will hopefully get started very soon because they already have both players' factions fully slotted for the most part, and people are poking me with their Twitch URLs, even though I asked like 10 minutes ago. That's okay, people always ask it late. I used to complain about it a little more, but now I just don't really care. Something you just got to accept, you know? Alright, let's go ahead and add Firefighter to the list. Yeah, the drunk pizza's great. Yes, I have sobered up. I'm sorry if I got really annoying while I was drunk. I know when I drink a little too much, I start to slow down mentally, and I don't speak as much. Then again, to some people, that's an improvement. That's why I didn't cover round 3. I became a therapist? Oh, yeah. I'm going to be honest. I remember this round. I don't remember much about round 2. I know it was like a bridge defense, and that's it. I sobered up as I was putting what remained of the pizza in the fridge. So, yeah. I think that was about 45 minutes ago. Hyper Liru becomes dope Liru? Nah, I mean, I had some edibles recently because it was the wrong type of marijuana product, and I'm not even sure if they were legal, but I just got spaced the high, like I just spaced the fuck out every 5 seconds, but nah. Things are weird on the body, man. I will say, though, like, the right amount of alcohol just to be, like, a little over tipsy, I would say is, I would say that's where I'm at my best, because everything just slows down. I can compile all the thoughts in my head, and I can just go forward. Something like marijuana, like, it takes how spastic my brain is, and it amplifies it to high hell. And I just jump across many different thoughts at the same time. It's an interesting sensation. You went on a tangent about my girlfriend for... Yeah. Yeah, I do that. I do that. I'm not even gonna... I know I do that. If she's brought up, yes, I will start going off about how she's the most wonderful woman in the world. I at least hope that's where the conversation went. And then usually I get philosophical and I'm like, well, you know, like, all of you can continue, push at it because you'll find that too. That's usually what happens. I'm going to be honest, I don't really... trying to think, in all honesty, for this year, I've only gotten drunk, like, around a dozen times, I want to say? No, less than that. Since January, only a handful. And I think almost all of them, maybe except for one, has been for stream stuff. So, like, only 5 or 6. But I got a full glass of water here to keep me hydrated. Draketh, the bees are somewhere, but I can't reveal that information. It's proprietary. I'm so sorry. Otherwise, round 1 has begun. Dunkirk sober, as I'm going to call it. Germans are spawning with their 2 Stukas down here. I do remember the first round, it was a German victory. And I don't know where Barb is. He might be waiting until round 2 to show up, but I know he's home because didn't he join us for round 2? I could have sworn he was there, but that's besides the point. So we got the Germans kitting up over here. We've got the British guys over by Sector 3. A little bit of lag as we load everything in, because this is meant to be a Dunkirk map, which is why you have all these assets down here. And everything is slowly rendering in. All right, let's go ahead and focus on Blue for the attacking side. Overall, this is a 3-sector ad sector, as it's called, meaning the Germans have to take Sector 1, then 2, then 3, and they have to do it in order because the other 2 sectors are currently locked. But otherwise, commanding for Blue 4 is Commander Pickles. There's SL Dream jumping around like a goober. He's a pretty good commander. We see him command every week. I believe he's from TF121. There's 2 players named Pickles, and I think Commander Pickles is the TF121 player. But he is going to be assisted by members of the 4IB. SL Dreams is 2IC. We got Spiky RP. She's been showing up here and there, and I've seen her around in Arma and other places as well. Logan, the wild car player, playing Demo Specialist, which I thought that would be the Grenadier, but I guess not. So he has explosive charges on. We got Gorski, Reznov, Executive Operator. Great player names we've seen in there. Jane Sanders, another one, Nuclear Moose. CF, who we see in various different communities, sometimes known as Potato CF. Not Bay, who is actually T5 Bay. Got Infidel and Iander playing. Maz, Sleshy, Michael, names we recognize from various places. Maz usually co-commentates with me in the EU branch. Sleshy, a player in TSB. Michael, we see sometimes play on and off in FNF. We got Arma, Jesus, and Kane also filling in from Pepega Pirates under Blue 4. Overall, good squad. I'm trying to see, where is Hotel? We have G-Legs. So it looks like there's only going to be 1 pilot for Blue 4. We'll see if there's only 1 pilot for Green 4 as well, but it might just be because of the numbers, since we are at around 80 players at the moment. But more players are coming in. You guys are absolutely right. Where is my thoughts here? We need to start the prediction. Now, thankfully, since it's a rerun, we can just do this, but I will give you guys 10 minutes. All right. Sorry about that. Thank you for reminding me. Otherwise, we got the 2 half-tracks here and the 2 planes, but again, I only see 1 hotel pilot. Nope, second one just arrived. It is Patriot flying as well. Again, Germans have the following weaponry. They have the Kar 98. A few of them have Kar 98s with Grenadier attachments. A few have the G43 semi-automatic rifle. Here's a Kar 98 Grenadier rifle. Note about the G43, though, is it is bugged and no one can hear it fire. You can only hear the click of the trigger being pulled, and a lot of players cannot hear that when they are close. So anyone with the G43 has a very big advantage in that sense. They also have a mix of STG-44s and MG-42s distributed for the automatic riflemen, the machine gun players. It's like it's a weird order. It's not the standard auto riflemen get 1 gun and machine gunners get another gun for the weapon teams. I don't even know how to say it. And then you've got the MP, someone corrected me earlier, it's MP38s. Something to do with the wooden handle right there and the style of stock that distinguishes it between a 38 and a 40, but it's still about a 9mm submachine gun. And you got an STG-44 right there, and then AT, the medium anti-tank weapon, is a Panzerfaust, and then the light anti-tank weapon is a Panzer... Actually, no, that's the Panzerfaust. I always get that confused. The Shrek is the reloadable one. The Faust is the single-shot, non-reloadable one. And otherwise, the radios have an effective range of up to 3 kilometers. Yes, this is PvP. Now, looking at the UK side, who do we have commanding? We have... I can't tell. I don't see an officer symbol, and I don't see... All right, so I think Pierce is commanding from Platoon 1 HQ. Now, Pierce, he's a veteran commander in FNF, usually goes for turtle strategy, so I can see why he took defense here. I'll be curious to see where he tries to turtle, but otherwise he will be commanding the UK forces. We've got 2 Vickers machine guns there, and we have the 2 Air Cobras here that will be defending. Actually, I don't... They're either Air Cobras or Valentines, I forget. But they're basically UK planes here. Now, some names that we're going to recognize on the Green 4 team. We have Stottenbay, also known as Stottenberger. It's whatever we feel like calling him at the time. Nuzzy, Koak, Wayne Wise, all very noticeable there. Their roster just completely went down. Pierce, yeah, so now we see the commanding role there. We got Miller, Cool Breeze, Dreek, Thorne, Montgomery. I recognize all of those names. A lot of the Milsim players are on this side. We got Anderson, the head honcho of the FNFNA branch, with Warwick, who sometimes... He hasn't done it in a very long time, but he used to co-commentate with us. Bridges, Fisk, Coda as well. Nielsen, DeVore, Stanners, Vargrant, Schupless, Carlson. I can go on. Basically... Honestly, the people I don't really recognize is JTR. That's the only guy I do not recognize in this entire list. So good names overall. And of course, these guys being UK, they're going to have mainly Lee Enfields. You're going to see a few Bren guns, excuse me. And you're also going to have some Sten guns, which are their SMG that also fire a pistol caliber. Not really anything else, though, except for the Piat, which will be their medium anti-tank weapon. All right, so overall, going over battle strategy here. Last time how Blue 4 won this was, first off, Green 4 screwed up and couldn't take off the plane. By the way, you got Vargant and Stanners flying. They tried to take the plane off from here and ended up crashing at the end. There's a button they hit that automatically puts them in the air. So that was pretty funny. But that led to a 2v1. Stark was the other pilot, and he was unfortunately shot out of the plane in that 2v1 fight. Another thing to note, these are single pilot planes, whereas the JUs have a rear gunner with a twin MG42 on the rear. But it looks like, hold up, nope, the JUs were subbed out for Focke-Wulfs because of that. All right, so it's going to be a more even dogfight there. Interesting. I can see why they gave that advantage to the attackers, though, because they're attacking. They're supposed to get slightly better stuff. But otherwise, the Germans came around, took Sector 3 first, and then sent half their forces up to Sector 2, half their forces to Sector 1. The Sector 2 force got repelled. The Sector 1 force steamrolled in, took Sector 1, and then took Sector 2. And I don't really remember much else because at that point I started not really remembering. I don't know if you I do not organize these PvP ops. However, I do have my ear in the loop. They are thinking about doing a rotation for Prairie Fire for that that DLC. I just don't have an ETA because it's still kind of up in the air. Now, if you want to make a safe bet, I would recommend you bet on the Germans because, again, they've won this one. If you want to make a more risky bet, though, we could see Pierce work with a really good turtle strategy. However, I would probably, and here's the thing, like, there's a superstition that whoever I bet on loses, but I did say the Germans would win last round, and they did. So that was after people made me drink 9 frickin' gulps of whiskey. But regardless, I don't know. With Not Bay, you've got some... Wait, Jesus, how many? That's 1, 2... Yeah, so they combined... you got Gabian and Infidel on that side. Eander taking AT. He's one of the AT gods of this game. Some members of Pepega Pirates. I mean, they've got a really good roster here of players. But they're fighting another really good roster of players here. I would say, though, based off of the weapon difference, especially since the UK have a lot of bolt-action rifles, the Germans have a weapon superiority here. And since both planes also have cannons, HE cannons specifically, I still think it's whoever wins the air fight is going to have the advantage for this round. But really, it's hard to say. I would put my money on Germans because they just have better varied weaponry. They've got the G43 bug working on their favor. They don't have the JUs. They have Focke-Wulfs, but the Focke-Wulfs can still do a lot. They've got 2 good half-tracks to work with. And Pickles is a decent commander. It's not his first time. It's not his first rodeo. He'll be doing fine here. Yes, Pierce is commanding on the other side. He's a good veteran player, but I started pooling some stats over the past week to try to figure out some good profiles for some commanders. And Pierce, one of the issues I see with him sometimes is when one unit folds, he's not quick to send units to react to it. So sometimes that gets a little screwy. Pickles, I only have a few things on him. I don't have anything consistent, so I can't really give you a profile on him, unfortunately. But things seem to go his way. But he also usually has a lot of heavy hitters on his team that can do a lot of heavy lifting. So it could go either way, but I would say probably Blue 4. But I do want to see how Green 4 deploys before I make that call. They only have about 40 units. So abandoning Sector 1's a good call, and fortifying Sector 2, I could see that. Now, the issue with trying to turtle a sector is the enemy air power with those cannons can just annihilate an infantry squad. So a lot of these really good trenches here that have good coverage of everywhere, not even looking to where they're facing, are exposed to the air. So one good cannon shot would just annihilate what's in here. So honestly, I don't think Sector 2 is a good call because there's only a few buildings that you can enter the first and second story of, and those cannons can tear those buildings apart. So Sector 2 is kind of open here, in my opinion. I think Sector 3 would be better to hold a big force in, just because with all these wrecked buildings, you can hide people under them, and they won't get destroyed to cannon fire because they already have their damage textures in play. I would also say Sector 1 would be a pretty good AO, not to hold, but to have a squad in just to counter any Germans that come in to run a guerrilla war on, as long as you're quick. Of course, if Germans, if there's too many Germans that come in, they might be screwed, but like a 10v40, I think those 10 can give a good black eye. The issue is that a lot of the UK players on Green 4 are only going to have single-shot bolt-action rifles. And although that means they're probably going to land their kill on the first hit unless they hit the legs or the arms, so anything center mass will get a kill at close range, I still think it's going to be a tough call. If they had a few Sten gunners in there, though, that I think would help turn the tide, and then you loot the enemy's guns, especially if they're submachine guns, and just continue on the fight. But this is going to fall to air power, too. So I'd say Germans, just based off of this deployment strategy. We're also having a lot of forces deployed on the far flank. What are they doing? This is literally half of the UK's forces. Are they going to try a counterattack? The only thing I can think of is if they're going to push these forces away and then try to counterattack the German players when they come in. But, I mean, they don't really have the transport. They're going to do this on foot. Pierce is coming up to rally them. So Pierce is going for some sort of gamble play. I don't know. So here's the thing about gamble plays. When you want to do something crazy, when they're executed properly, I've never seen a gamble play fail. Like a massive outflank, it always catches the enemy off guard. And even if your enemies have slightly better gear, usually you're able to overpower them and win. The risk with it, though, is you need a really good level of communication to pull off a gamble like that. So Air has to scout out where the Germans are coming from, and then the UK forces are going to have to set up the perfect ambush to take them out. Don't get me wrong, an ambush can change the game in a heartbeat. But it requires that communication between all of the ambushing squads and the recon asset to pull it off. FNF does not really do communication well. It's more so you give everyone an idea of what's going on, and you leave it to squad leaders to execute. And if the squad leader gets shot, usually no one takes the long-range radio to step up. They then perform as their own rogue element. So I guess an early-on ambush setup would be smart, but this is way too much territory to manage. And some of these guys were in the previous EU round, so they know that the Germans might just follow that same strat. But I think Pierce is thinking that Pickles isn't going to do the same thing again. So he's putting all of his forces down here to try to retroactively defend against a new type of attack. And Pierce normally does turtle strats, so seeing him do a gamble like this, I didn't review anything where he did a gamble strat, in all honesty. I don't know. So right off the bat, we're going to see if this gamble is going to pay off. We have one German aircraft's taken off. Both UK aircrafts have taken off, and they're immediately trying to follow through. And Patriot is in the air. So we already have the Germans going up this MSR. They're sending a few things on the flank. I mean, they're just going to go right in. So we're going to have to see the UK forces immediately run to the MSR, but I think the Germans are going to beat them to it. The only way I see this working is if Germans get a foothold in Bray Dunes, and then the UK forces counterattack from the south, but that's all open territory going into a town. They're basically throwing the defender's advantage, especially since it's on a hill in the open territory. I don't like this. And if the German players catch these infantry out of position, one good HE strafe is going to pretty much guarantee a victory for the Germans here. Now, if this was modern day, I could see this working a lot more likely, because modern day, there's an overall ban on autocannon use. So the planes would only be, like, have MGs, and they'd probably be helicopters instead of planes, but we're just going to have to see how this plays. So you've got some of the UK fighters starting to strafe the vehicles here. They just hit Pickles' Vic pretty hard. I don't think there's any KIAs there. They're firing back just blindly. Other Vic comes in to do a strafe. It is a little high. Definitely use the cannon because you saw some smoke get kicked up. Now you have the German plane, one of them at least, trying to follow suit. The other one's still dedicated to recon. Some machine gun fire in this transport truck. I gotta commend the UK pilots here. If they can get a good strafe on any of those transports, they're guaranteed to at least get a good kill or two. And that can also make or break the balance here. The truck is doing a great job at evading, though. You gotta remember, all these guys are locked to first person. Stander's coming back around. He's looking. I think he just spotted the truck partially. He's spraying in its direction. Nope, that was the half track. Woo! Did you just see that? Was that desync or was that him? I thought that was a German plane for a second. I was about to get very confused. So you got a 10-man transport truck driving way off course here. There's no way this is actually going to pay off. So this truck is completely disoriented. And it's about to run into Charlie 1, which has a Bren gun and a submachine gunner. No. Is 47 going to spray? Driver immediately hit. You're fucking kidding me. Driver's dead. That guy's dead. AT going short. So they got the machine gunner in the front. So, you know the phrase, it's not stupid if it works, right? Damn, machine gunner just sniped one of the guys on the hill. And one of these planes is getting a good run of desync and even takes out a tree. But I honestly cannot believe that worked. What was Pickles' plan? I think he was sending that squad around to flank, but sorry, I really don't know how else to put that one. Oh, pulls up, okay. It was definitely an accidental on purpose, so to speak. I don't even know how else to word that. The flankers got ambushed, and those planes almost hit each other. Some beautiful dogfighting here. Gonna force him to pull off. Jane's really stalling his plane. I would think with 40 players, you'd want to keep them a bit more unified, but I guess not. And by spreading them out that far, it's now heavily in the UK's advantage. But I'm honestly flabbergasted that that worked. Potato, what was the plan? Because you guys literally drove into the dumbest UK ambush I've ever seen. To the point where I don't think the UK even expected you because of where they were looking. I don't get it. Please tell me you were just sent on that side to flank, but from what it also looked like, you guys just got lost because of the plane. And it... the issue is when Pierce, if he watches his back, he's just going to claim that's all part of the plan, but that was just dumb luck. That was a very big bit of dumb luck, in my opinion. All right, so the planes have kind of broken off pursuit of each other. We still have a big chunk of those forces to the south. The rest of the German forces are going to get in here. I would expect to see the UK forces then counterattack. There's still a chance because a lot of the UK forces are out of position. The air battle has not been decided yet, but honestly, that play just reminded me of OFCRA's Thursday match yesterday. Just, what the fuck? Half-track now opening fire on that hill. Looks like it knocked someone unconscious. So they've gotten 1 kill so far. They knocked 1 guy out. He's getting some medical attention. They're popping smoke. The issue is I think they're going to start folding up to the north. Don, thank you. Go ahead and hydrate. Yeah, so now it looks like the planes are just going on scouting duty here. But they're staying very high, so I think they're just trying to scout out where the enemy planes are and then close in for a dogfight. There's a good spread here for the Germans, but now you're starting to see the UK forces pull back to Sector 1. Yes, Don, please keep it disabled. All right, we got another dogfight going on. And Corwin, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Trying to fold into each other. Patriot looks like he's trying to get an outmaneuver on Vargrim, but he's wising up to it as his battle buddy. Both pairs of battle buddies come in. Now they're low to the ground. They're running out of maneuvers. Some cannon hits on Stanners. Looks to be a little unfazed. That damage might be superficial as Stanners' battle buddy, Vargrim, now moves in for some kills. Tries a spray, gets a few hits on G-Legs. Some more. Doesn't land those shots where he needs to. Vargrim coming around. Misses his spray, comes around again, but G-Legs now behind him. Both of these planes go head-on and fail to hit each other. Cannon shots going in on G-Legs. More machine gun fire hitting, but it's ineffective. You really have to aim for the cockpits here. You have to go for pilot kills, because these planes can be very tanky on damage. Vargrim, oh, I think he's got Patriot. And there he goes. Patriot tried to stall too hard. Vargrim stayed behind him. Patriot was trying to outstall Vargrim so he'd go past and get a shot. But that is one of the German planes down. This is not looking good for the German forces. Sanders trying to line up a shot on G-Legs. Misses the sideways strafe. G-Legs taking more shots from Vargrim as he comes in. The strafing maneuver like this. Not the stalling. Oh, God, some heavy autocannon fire by Stanners' cannons. And both of those pilots were able to kill a plane apiece. When you get into a 1v1 like that, and you're stalling your speed to try to get ahead, it only works if you're doing a one-on-one. If their battle buddy flies in, you're toast, because you're just a sit and duck at that point. But very good wingman work to catch that pilot out of position. Buckets, meanwhile, came up with AT. He's also stolen, I believe, an MG42. And that half-track is toast. The UK, they've captured Sector 1. They could rush to Sector 2 and then 3 and try to outmaneuver the British forces here, but the British are the British are coming. The British are coming. As an American, I was obligated to say that. I apologize. Bucket's taking some fire from the rear. And he's going to find Russian Fury medicing, and he sprays him down. Finding another machine gunner, but isn't able to loot because Command is trying to pick him off from the rear. That's SL Dreams, the 2IC. He is now the main commander because Pickles just disconnected. This is gonna suck because UK has air superiority. But if the Germans can maneuver their force right here up to Sector 2 and rush to Sector 3, I think they're going to be able to still pull a victory out of this one. It's going to be close. The Germans have turned this into a really nasty uphill battle where they had the original advantage. Ooh, but now you're seeing the UK forces friendly firing buckets because he's by a cooking off vehicle. That's both pilots strafing that position. This is where communication starts to break down when people go off on their own because there's no short-range radios. It's only up to the long-range pilots. Not pilots, squad leaders. Pilots also have radios in their aircraft as well. I don't know. I could see the Germans rallying and pushing to Sector 2. There's not a lot of defense here. The only thing stopping them is one static gun that if they just push left, they can outmaneuver. But that open territory is a little risky because if someone on radio starts requesting air support, those HE cannons can tear up the infantry. So right now, what the Germans need to do to win is push this angle as hard as they can while Charlie 1 runs interference with the UK forces here. Maybe X-Ray can also sneak in. But the Germans need to blitzkrieg this. It's round 1, by the way, for NA. So there was a UK player right here. He got picked off. But we need to see these guys advance. Now you got the plane strafing. Both friendly and enemy forces alike. Now he's strafing Arma Jesus. He quickly tries to evade. Wow. Surprised that MG didn't get on his gun and start shooting. But then again, I don't think he would have seen it. Especially since he has his hatch closed. So now you've got British forces pulling from this line to reinforce that sector. The Germans' window to win is running out, essentially. Yeah, the Germans were down a squad because they drove a transport truck up to an ambush and got murked, pretty much. Artisan's down. There's no medic nearby. I want to see Iander. I think he just AT'd his own guys. Wise now looking down. There's that autocannon fire. Getting some good hits into that half track. You do not want to smoke because that's just going to attract the attention of the pilots. Wise getting shot to shit there. And you've got Dream trying to flank around here. X-Ray pulling away from that area. This isn't looking good, Chief. The Germans are now at the mercy of the UK air support. I don't know what's causing the slowdown here. I think it's just them trying to regroup. They still have a window here, even though the UK forces pulled back. But as they group up like this, it's just going to mean it's easier for the pilots to get kills in while they strafe. Here comes the cannon, and that got someone on the half track. That got the driver, now the half track's driving in circles. They have to stay low and away from that plane. But there's two, so it's going to be even harder. Basically, Pickles, they drove right up to where the UK guys were just setting up some sort of flank or something, and yeah. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Something that should not have happened, yet it somehow happened. The Germans need to basically push northeast right now and follow this tree line up. And they'd have a great line in, but they're getting slowed down by the planes. I think this is it. They're just getting stuck on the planes, so the planes are keeping them in this position. This garrison, meanwhile, is starting to... It's not even a garrison, it's just a squad. They're starting to take too many casualties, and the British are pushing their forces around. Granted, they've actually taken a good chunk of losses here. Got some more dead Germans here, and they are taking their guns. Pickles, one got shot down by each plane. There's cannon fire going. Artisan getting knocked out. Maz desperately trying to stay in bandage. Surprised they're not using that HE on the larger group of Germans. That's what I was waiting on. That cannon is going to be a lot more effective against clumped up groups of infantry like what's right here. The pilots can afford to be patient too because the Germans aren't trying to be mobile. And that's what's going to get the Germans killed. I think Stanners knows that. He's going to line up a pretty nasty cannon shot here. I think he's scouting. That or he's reloading. But yeah, some good cannon fire into this group, and I think it's GG. Stanners coming around again. Other planes still up as well. Amby's flying low. He wants to line up a proper shot here. He's still coming a little hard. I think he's taunting them. Germans, I think, are realizing they need a maneuver. X-Ray also re-maneuvering. That could be good. It's still anyone's game because we're not seeing the planes get the proper strafing they need with their HE. And we're also seeing the UK guys trying to maneuver to get to the rear of the Germans. And that was on this position. It looks like they left Artisan behind as these guys are now moving up. The Germans, I think, are too shell-shocked by the planes and the fact that their commander is, well, in my chat right now. They're not doing what they need to, but they are starting to move here, and that is starting to cause them to break line of sight from the plane. So if they can just continue to push, they'll be fine, but it's going to be pretty tough now that the UK forces know that this push is coming. And they're trying to reinforce it. They also moved the Vickers to the other side because it looks like someone died on that corner where the Vickers previously was. Plane doing another strafe, and now it looks like the UK forces have pulled back and are trying to get behind the remaining German forces right here. Looks like Yander's battle buddy got hit. The Germans are just getting pinned down. Now go ahead and hydrate, thank you. Adrian, I do not remember. If you were in that truck that got ambushed, it was just dumb luck. Wow, all right, that's 2 left. Schnuffle's throwing a grenade. Oh my God. That... You were just all together. I just watched a German fire team grenade their own guys.
Yikes. What the hell was Foxtrot, Bravo, and Charlie for Green Fort doing at that church?
I think Pierce wanted to do a gamble, and the gamble somehow paid off. Because he had them outside of the AO, completely out of position. They somehow ambushed 10 guys in a truck with only 2 KIA. And then they flanked you. And now they're going to flank the remaining Blue 4 group because they don't want to push. And I
see Artisan near the yellow church.
Yeah, you were bandaging him up as HE fire was landing on you.
He has?
Yeah, that doesn't look good, Chief.
Yeah, he lost a fatal amount of blood, so he couldn't get him up.
Dream lining up a Bren gun. He could get some retribution here. Gets a spray down, knocks a guy to his legs. Gets another knockout. That was Pierce. So he just killed ground command. But he then gets picked off by a not a marksman, but just a standard rifleman there. So that decapitates Green 4's command capability, but I think this is it. The Germans have been pinned, and they're not really moving.
Schnuffle's got a wound. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, Schnuffle's grenaded Eander. It was pretty funny.
Hey, Dream.
Hello.
Good job.
You killed Green 4 ground command.
It was not a good job.
You killed Green 4 command.
Oh God, look at Stanners. He was a pilot, he left his plane, And now he's behind Blue 4 with a handgun.
I could have killed so many more.
What is this? Cannon fire falling on Blue 4's previous position. Sanders running behind the Germans with a handgun. Oh my god. No. No. No.
Oh my.
What is this? What is this? He just ran out of ammo. Are you kidding me? You cannot make this shit up. What the actual fuck? What?
Oh, he's dead. How many kills did he just get?
3. He got 3, but he downed 2 others.
Man, that fucking revolver packs a punch.
I'm so annoyed. That was such a good position. I could have got so many more kills.
I don't know how to commentate this round after that. That right there, I think, sums up the issues with the German force, in my opinion. I got Pickles in my chat just saying, what the fuck? Yeah, that defines my definition of the German forces this round. This is the most scuffed game of FNF I've ever seen on my life. Yes, Pickles, you and me, oh, buddy. I think I've seen more scuffed, though. What?
You saw me take command.
Yeah, because Pickles crashed. I did see that, and Rudd just got killed off, and that's all of X-Ray except Barton, who I believe is the marksman. Yep, he's gotten a kill, but I think the Germans are screwed at this point. Because of one man with a fucking handgun. Just...
James Bond.
Yeah, literally James Bonded a few dudes and is now making the rest of the German forces rout. I don't know what to say. Bucket's on 5 kills with a stolen MG42. Where did he even land that? Did he get out with a parachute? No, it's out in the open field, and he just ran up to the Germans' position. What the fuck? I saw Arma Jesus pick a dude off. He's on 4 kills with an STG. Can the Germans still clutch? I mean, the numbers are looking closer and closer. The UK have the advantage, but I think the pilots are out of ammo too. What, the Emperor's endowment? I would not be surprised at this point. Jesus doing a great job of trying to hit Shupless through the hedges in the open, making educated guesses. Harrison, you got 3, and you knocked out a few more, and I think they woke up, but you spooked the hell out of them.
How the hell did I kill somebody?
I know you were the pilot, Harrison. As soon as you said when I got behind them, I know exactly who you are. Don't you fucking worry. Just John Wicked a bunch of poor motherfuckers. The thing is, he picked the perfect people to hit too in the first 2 engagements. Anyone that saw him, he just headshotted with a handgun.
What happened to Blue 4 planes?
They got both. So the first one got shot down in a 1-to-1, and the second one was still in his dogfight. He was doing a stall match with the other, and then the other plane just came in and murked his ass.
It was gunning for the plane slot.
Well, it was gunning, and then the other plane stalling managed to get 2 cannon shots off, so both planes got a kill each. They won their fights.
Come on.
Pierce.
Oh shit, I killed Pierce.
Yeah,
you killed Pierce.
I'm so fucking annoyed though. If I'd waited 2 minutes longer, I probably would have met with Charlie 1.
What was really sad is when we were falling back from that church, we had 4 dudes out of like the, I don't know, 9 or 10 guys we had. And Slushy was right behind me, and I'm talking to him, and then all of a sudden I hear gunshots, and I turn around, Slushy and Koak are dead. Or not Koak, whoever else was with him.
Arma Jesus still on this flank.
Zoning, I think.
He's on 5 kills. I think he just knocked out JTR. We have 5 Germans still alive, and we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 UK players alive. And Arma Jesus is flanking. Just knocked out Montgomery. JTR woke back up, though. Is Arma Jesus going to clutch? Survey says, who the hell knows? Ooh, he's trying to get some hits on buckets. Gets buckets!
I needed Liru. I know you're doing your job and all that, but at the start of the game, did you see me at all? At the very start?
No, I was too busy watching your truck drive into the perfect ambush that had no place in working. Montgomery waking back up just in time for Arma Jesus to execute him. JTR none the wiser. Oh, nope, he's looking. Puts a shot in Arma Jesus, but I think it missed, and Jesus sprays him down. Jesus is on 8 kills.
I was dancing in a field.
What, as a squad of yours was getting annihilated?
No, I was just alone dancing in a field.
I see. All right, Paul. Chat, do me a favor. Give me a capital Y if you think Arma Jesus is going to clutch this. Give me a capital N if you think he's going to get shot dead. It could go either way. All right, I will BRB. I got to run to the bathroom.
All right.
Give me a capital S if you think I'm sexy. You heard nothing, Mazuka? Oh, yes, there's so many S's. Oh, there's so many S's. Oh, yeah. Man, so many people think I'm sexy. Oh, I love them.
I'm just ignoring you right now, Dream.
Oh, God, everyone's saying S.
Yeah, S for sad and pathetic.
Yeah, probably, but, you know, S also for sexy, so shut the
S
fuck up.
for spit.
I mean, depends on how much you're paying.
Holy shit. Strako Tanko is going crazy right now.
Oh, so, Liru's chat like the ASMR. Well, quite unfortunately, it is 2 AM in the UK, so...
Oh, it's 2 AM, huh?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm Jason Statham.
You just wish you could have this beautiful,
Oh, no.
soothing voice, don't you?
Oh, I'm Jason
Oh,
Statham.
thank God he's still alive. Okay.
I'm
Doesn't
an
make
action
any
hero
sense.
star.
What the heck are you on about?
Doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I'm soothing your chat with my ASMR Britishness.
He's doing some kind of ASMR thing.
All right, so Logan is going to go camp Sector 3, so that means we're going to have to rely on the remaining 4 German players to clutch this.
Fucking popping off. Strako's gotten quite a few kills. Oh, he's dead.
He's dead.
God damn.
As you say that, another U.S. guy gets grenaded to death. That was Barton, and he gets executed by Anderson.
Grendel, you can do it. Uh-oh. Grendel, that's a pistol. Pull out your gun.
Norris just stares at him, crippled, like, why? What the fuck?
And Drake runs away.
In fear. I want Logan to go hold Sector 3 until he sees everyone is dead, and I want to see somehow Arma Jesus clutch this.
Is Arma Jesus still alive?
He's still alive. He's flanking on the opposite end to the south. Let's see how many Grendel can knock out. If he might see Drake.
Oh, Martin sees him.
Yeah, Warwick sees him. No, Warwick's trying to shoot Ivan.
Yeah, Martin saw him though.
I can't tell if Ivan's crashing out or if he's just walking.
Vagrant with the low fly.
What is this? A 3v3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a 3v11. Running a year round going by Martin.
Have you guys ever been strafed by a plane before?
Vargran.
Yes.
It's fucking terrifying. Oh wait, no, you were strafed by your own plane last game.
I think Grendel, did Grendel just kill Martin? Grendel just killed Martin.
No, you know, Maz, I watched you get strafed by your own plane. It happened. You actually killed one of your team.
Well, I got strafed by enemy too. I watched that. Holy shit! Grandma's popping off.
Did he just kill another dude?
Stop fucking
Nope.
saying
Oh my
they're
god!
popping
Wow.
Let me do it for Green 4. Whoa! Sergeant Warwick, Poe, and Anderson, they're popping off. Look at them.
God.
They're killing everybody.
Oh my Jesus is doing terribly.
Warwick getting Hillary Clintoned by Arma Jesus.
Oh
Poe heard those gunshots.
Dude, Poe is so good.
Poe is great.
This is so bad.
Poe is Poe.
Poe, wow.
Jesus.
Wait,
Awesome.
why did I just get horny bonked? Arma Jesus, no! Go quick! Arma Jesus! No! Oh, thank God, Poe's slow.
I don't think Poe saw him.
He's in some deep grass right now.
Oh my God, if Logan stayed in the other sector and Jesus rushes in, Logan, come on, you have to see that he's going. You need to turn around and just rush. Rush the sector.
Oh my god, Anderson and Poe are gonna clutch it.
Yep, Anderson and Poe are totally gonna clutch it. Yep, and now Poe's gonna clutch too?
Poe sees him. Poe's gonna clutch it. Watch it.
God,
I know, Yash, it's behind the Arma chat.
player. He can't do anything.
Yeah, Arma Jesus sucks, guys. I mean, we're not gonna stream or curse him, right?
Poe's gonna go up and kill weak-ass Arma Jesus. Watch it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, Logan's not gonna save him. Not at all. Why would he?
No, Logan has bad aim.
Logan has horrible aim.
Poe has the greatest aim known to man.
Yes, Poe is a god.
Poe is just ascended on another level.
Yep. Where were the hitboxes on that fight?
Dude, the stairs must have insulted him.
Yep.
Ooh. The worst player in FNF almost died.
He's not gonna die. He's gonna die. Arma Jesus is dead.
That nade went through the stairs and out
What?
the window. What a fucking throw from Poe.
Poe's gonna get him right here. Watch it. I was joking. Wait.
What the fuck? What's wrong with you?
All right, Logan. Trick plays with Logan with no kills. Let's go.
I don't know what to say about Logan anymore. Do I say positive things or negative things?
I don't know how to channel the streamers. Did he just...
Oh, hey, Vagrant crashed.
Logan just shot a plane out of the sky with his handgun without even aiming.
I don't think it, yeah.
Wow. I don't know. The trick plays of this man. It's really hard to tell what's happening.
Well, chat, here we see Logan has seemingly shot a plane out of the sky.
Oh, Vagrant is, he's parachuting down. The next James Bond. Here we go.
It would be funny if they shoot up at him.
There's 7 versus 1.
Vagrant is flying down from the sky right now.
Who the fuck
He's
just
going to
bonked?
Kill everyone.
Why do you bonk? There's nothing horny. Alright, there's Vagrant landing on the roof. Oh, he's Santa Claus.
Food. He's like, where's my milk and cookies?
I don't think he's going to be able to get down there without killing himself, or at least knocking himself out. No.
Vagrant has trapped himself on the roof.
Logan, snipe
The
him.
revolver.
Logan, use sniper rifle.
Prove Centaur how powerful Centaur is.
Logan, use snipe.
Vagrant!
It wasn't effective.
Logan for his 2 shots.
Oh,
of
no,
enemy.
Wow, he lived.
Stathenberg.
Logan getting flanked. Logan! Logan! Oh, that looked like it hit. No!
Logan.
He has 10
He's
seconds to
taken
wake
out.
up. Oh, he's in the fetal position.
Oh, the positions are client side.
He's not having a good time
Well.
right now. Logan has woken back up.
Do 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 do.
And
Crawl
will
away.
now-
Do 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 do.
Oh, Cosmonaut, no! He's a
No,
truck
no,
man.
no.
Oh, this is awkward. As soon as Logan
Cosmonaut is a
stands up.
homeless man hiding under a truck.
I mean, I do the same these days with hostile architecture, you know?
Yeah, right.
Logan, this is Liru. You have a hostile in that second story. Be careful. Do you think you heard me?
You have to do the voice of like Otacon or something.
Auto what?
Otacon from Metal Gear.
Oh, fuck, I can't
You're
do
the
them,
last
man.
alive. Finish the mission.
Logan, you're the last alive. Finish the
Cosmonaut's
mission.
working on Poe. Come on, Logan. Montgomery didn't see you because he's a wuss.
Wait, I just realized the sector's undefended.
Yep. And Logan's dodging bullets.
Oh, he's going back in there to kill Poe.
Oh, Cosmonaut knows.
But does Logan know? Logan's acquired the Bren. And
Oh, he saw.
Logan is dead because he forgot what footsteps sound like.
Boom, boom,
You're the
boom,
last
boom.
alive. Finish the mission.
Well, that was a really dumb round of F&F.
Yeah. it
I'm gonna
was.
be honest, I don't want to cast the next one.
But you should. Why don't you come play?
Hell no.
Liru, come play
Come
with us.
play.
Come play with us. Come on.
You should come play,
You should come
Liru.
play with me and Maz.
Yeah.
Bonk,
Team.
bonk,
Sweet team, man.
bonk,
Come on.
Liru, you should come play with me and
Come
Maz.
on, man.
bonk,
Play with us.
bonk,
Come play with us. Maz what?
bonk. Thank you, chat. Continue with the bonks.
I grab your bonking stick and I break
Bonk.
it over my knee.
I'll
No,
break
bonk.
I'll break your
Fuck,
fucking
I just
stick over
glitched
your
out.
ass.
There we go.
Come on, Liru. Come play.
Bonk.
Okay, Liru. Do you like this, chat? Should I stay and do this?
Okay, I'll see you guys later. I'm
Duration?
gonna go play.
I'm kidding. I'm gonna go play. Love you, chat. Kisses. I'll see you soon. Goodbye, Liru.
Bonk.
Enjoy the next round.
Bonk. Bonk.
I know you will.
Bonk. There's a loud one there too. All right, let's add Dreams to the that registry, which means he can't go within 100 meters of a school or playground. Anyway, intermission time as I contemplate what the fuck that was on about. Don, it was the British that won, so green for UK. Here, Dreams is in the chat. Someone bonk him for me. Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna just... We'll cover one more round because I think I have the time for it, but... My god. There were so many things wrong with that round, I can't even begin to fathom it. Like... Let me check the multi. Multi's still going strong with everyone. Cool. The map. It's Operation Crossing Point. I love that one. Black Knight, thank you for bonking Dreams very loudly. I hope he's learned his lesson. Because good God. What is wrong with the world? I don't know where Barb is. I think he got drunk and passed out. Anyway, intermission time. So, if you don't want to see ads, please sub. It'll get rid of the ad breaks. I love that machine gun bonk, man. Honestly, a good one. No Barb equals no horny. Well, if other people are being horny and chatter on stream, you are free to bonk them when the option's available. The fucking Echo one, good god. I love that one. I've seen some it's up there. Always. It's up there. It's not the worst I've ever seen. Thursday, I'm gonna be honest, is the way that got thrown and then literally counter clutched. Thursday, one person literally carried it for the Germans in that 60-person match. I don't know how else to say it. Surely it's the UK attacking. All right. Trap Dolan, thanks for the 25 bits. Guys, give me one moment. I just want to finish writing this out. Awesome. All right. BJ, it's not, our move-in date is the 26th. So that is another week and a few days. Yes, I mean Madman with PPSH. Hans Broad. Something like that. 15 kills with that drum mag PPSH. Good freaking god. I'm surprised we didn't catch that landing. The pilot did either, but my god. Yeah, most of the renovations are done. We're just, we got to get the carpet shampooed. That's going to be tomorrow. And then once that dries next week, I'm going to be going over there. We're going to be constructing some furniture, receiving furniture shipments, and we're going to probably place the mattress upstairs. It's a purple one. It's in this, like, big rolled up purple bag, and it's one of those expansion things, so once we cut a hole in it, it's literally going to explode and expand, so that'll be funny. But, I mean, this week has been a very weird week for PvP. Like, I'm either super drunk, and it's normal, or Thursday happens, or what we just witnessed happened, where the gamble somehow paid off. But had that gamble not paid off, the Germans would have had those extra 10 men and they would have won that AO. Purple bed, we laid on it for a bit. It's going to probably take me a week or two to get used to it, but it's so comfy. It's very comfy. Bloodway and I, we were mattress shopping. We found one that we decently liked, and she looked at me, and she's like, I mean, I don't like the price. It's too expensive. And I'm like, hun, fine, okay. So I took her to another store, and I laid down on their purple mattress. I'm like, okay, no. We're going to the purple store. And then she laid down on it. We laid down on a few, and she really liked the one I liked. And then I remember the person was about to tell us the price. I'm like, no. I will pay for it. Don't worry. I will pay for it. Because you don't want to skimp on a mattress, all right? That is something you will literally spend like an average of a third of your life on. So you want to be careful about it, all right? You want to be picky. price doesn't matter at that point, because if you find one that you're really comfortable with, get it. Invest in it, because you're investing in a third of your life, you know? Bloodwing, I'm talking about how you were a little stingy on the mattresses, and I'm just saying, like, it's important to have a good mattress. I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just saying, you know? Don, why you gotta do me dirty? Did you summon Bloodwing? Girl power, man. Alright, I'm going back to COD theme. Let's get that going again. Now he's sober, he's throwing hands. Damn narcs. Sober Liru is a dick, but drunk Liru is loving and sweet. Wow. Wow. That's insulting. That is kind of insulting. And what's that's insulting more? Okay, you know what? Let's just focus back on the stream. Let's just beat what's that with the bongs. How about that? Now, this is only an 80-person match. There's a lot of Vics here. I wonder if they're going to make administrative calls to limit certain vehicles, but this AO is designed to have a bigger number of players because there's so many places the Germans have to hold. What's that? The reason it's less is because people hop off for NA, especially for those who played EU, because they run the same matches. Because they only wanted mission makers to submit one mission each. I did offer to make them a bunch of spare missions, but they turned it down, so I'm like, okay. But I had a 5-hour window that I just committed to other work. This was like 3 weeks ago. So it's like, whatever, you know? It's their system, I respect it, but there have been some things they decided on doing that I haven't necessarily agreed with, but it's whatever. Best we can do is complain, right? Opinions on CSLA Creator DLC? I haven't touched it. I have no opinion. Nothing in there interests me because other than the map, it's all pretty much what Cup is. From what I've seen, and I just don't have it. Yeah, no interest. Looks like Don got the prediction for me. Thank you, Don. So last round, the Germans won by a handful because members of Scandi Recon started going 3 or 4-0 and nullified the UK's attacking advantage, and the remaining like 5 or 6 Germans defending were able to hold off the remaining 6 attacking. I am in the boat with what's that. I know there's a lot of hate going on around this that DLC, and similar to what I say to people in my Discord, if you're gonna hate talks, like, I mean, it's more of an item instead of a person, because I'm trying to shy everyone that I'm associated with, you know, not shit talking anyone specifically, because I'm tired of doing it and dealing with it too. So I don't know. Just I think everyone's clear on their opinions of the new DLC, and just take with it what you will. Yeah, so one of them spawns up here. One of them spawns down there. All right, otherwise, let's go through factions. So again, this is a 3-ad sector defense. Sector 1 is on the eastern bank, close to where the attacking faction spawns. Second sector is this bridge itself, and then the third sector is this AA battery. All of these guns are locked. You cannot enter them. They are just showpieces. The Germans are defending on Blue 4 with Stradenko commanding. I don't actually have a lot of data for him, but under him he's got Pickles leading X-Ray now. We've got Dream, Olaf, and McKinsey taking the X-Ray team. Names on this side include Executive Operator, Fallout Mayhem, I don't really recognize. Gorsey, Spiky, do recognize those two. Hope Spiky's internet can keep up because sometimes she gets dropped. Nuclear Moose, James Sanders, Slushy, Lurch, Snuffles, Snowy Owl. I mean, we just saw him the other day as well. And we also have Stark playing on the ground as I believe that's a vehicle crew. And then we've got two guys over there taking that one stolen pack gun. The other one is over here. They're UK 6-pounders. They're marked as stolen assets. Here is the autocannon APC. It's a 242 or something. No, it's a 224. Regardless, it has a nasty HE autocannon, and it will shred infantry, and they also have an MG34 there as well. And they've also marked that off as, yes, the bridge is out right there, so they boxed that off. That's funny. Anyway, UK are attacking. They've got the 2 half-track M2s, the 2 30 cal Willy Jeeps, 1 Bren carrier, also known as a universal carrier, the Sherman, the Stuart, and then the mortar with the small command car. Leading them is Maz, who was just co-commentating with me. He's got Pierce under him for X-Ray, leading Standards and Wise, Cool Breeze, Thorn, Warwick. I just combined both of their names together. And honestly, a lot of these names we will recognize, with the exception of JTR. He's a new guy, or he's someone that changed his name. Who knows? They've also got Kanan Bronson on their side. Arma Jesus, who did really well last round, now on the UK side. Dreek, Cosmonaut, Nutty Person, Logan, who is squad leading, interesting enough, under Foxtrot, which I'm not sure if... No, Foxtrot will be a machine gun team. They also have a Piat launcher to try to deal with that APC. AT, last time this was run on EU2, did really well. They were actually able to take out the Sherman with a medium anti-tank weapon with the one of their Panzer Shrek units, because they had 2 mat weapons instead of the traditional 1. Looks like they're fully crewing these Vics as well. Interesting. And there's the mortar as well. So again, last round, the Germans barely won it because UK was in the lead, but the Scandi Recon started making some even trades and did really, really well. I need to turn this music up because it's not up as in volume, but up in speed, just in case it gets copyrighted. Whoops, might have screwed myself there. So with less players, I think it's actually in the UK's ballpark here because there's more places where they could cross undetected, and as long as they can get their foot on the other side of the river, they'll be fine. But I think Sector 1's going to be thrown again because it's just meant to be a throwaway sector to force the UK to at least get units in this town. But we'll see what happens. Angry typing intensifies? What? Oh, we got Mountain joining too. I bet all my points on the German just to find out Armored Jesus was on the UK side. Oof. I don't know. Looks like they might try an APC rush. I'd love to see another vehicle rush, because those actually work. Which is weird, because normally a rush shouldn't work, but any, like, armored Vic, especially if it's a 1117 when it's a, when it's modern, it just tends to really work out in the rusher's favor, especially if they can catch a truck full of enemy infantry. It's funny, because OFCRA, when one side loses a squad of infantry in the beginning, usually they're still able to recover somehow. And then, I mean, excluding yesterday's match, where that was just a train wreck and a half. they're able to bounce back. But I think with an autocannon Vic, if it's pushed up correctly, it should bear some fruit, but if it gets spotted by the tank, it's screwed. I could see that autocannon Vic doing damage to the Stuart. If the transport trucks rush up ahead, it could snipe one of them and get some kills. There's a lot of ways it could work, but there are a few risks. And we'll just have to see how Maz commands his group. Hey, Billy. Welcome. Now, guys, I'm not going to tell you who to bet on this round because of what happened last round, and I clearly cannot bet properly, so shrug. Falcon, up to you. Just, if you're going to jump in, get off my stream ASAP, buddy. I don't want you to get in trouble for stream sniping. I know what you mean, Fuma. It's more so a game logic thing about FNF in particular. You never see a vehicle rush, though, in OFCRA because of the amount of time they put into the rounds, but because a traditional FNF round is half that time, about 50 minutes total, after a 15-minute save start, usually you're more likely to see rushes of some type. Yes, I am pretty stoked. I'm a little woozy, but I'm sober at this point. I have a few different phases of drunk. I was starting to get into phase 2, which I would say if I stop drinking before how would I put it? If I stop drinking and I get up to phase 2, which I do start to forget a few things, and then I have like about 2 hours and I get food in me, I am actually able to recover quick. Same with phase 1. It just fades, but anything past, like if I'm still drinking and I hit phase 2, I'm gonna probably go up to phase 3 of my drunkenness, and yeah, then I'm out for like the entire night. But yes, what's that? I actually have my phases, and yes, eating half a pizza and half a thing of Papa John's cheesy bread got a lot of bread in me, and that soaked up the alcohol. Excellent. They all just run into the... They all just jumped into the back of the truck as a joke. Because the canvas doesn't have physics, so you can run in the front and then fall in. That's why they're doing that. At least you know. Bloodwing's final stage always involves the hot tub. It's hilarious. It's cute, but it's hilarious. There's no hot tub at the new place, though. Yeah, I was reading a few. I know we weren't going to talk about, but what's that open the door? So, when I was reading some of the reviews for the latest CDLC, I was actually surprised to read that there were some people out there that didn't like the SOG DLC. And that right there kind of showed me the types of people that liked CDLC over SOG. And yeah, I'm not surprised. Predictions are up, unless I think they already completed. Don already ran some. Yeah, Iceberg, what do you think? You looked at almost everything in a 3-hour stream. One of my favorite picks about the new CDLC is a bench texture, and then they compared it with an Arma Cold War Assault bench texture, and it was literally the same texture. Small details to complain about, yes, but there's a lot of that everywhere. What do you mean, Don? Did it fail? No, Don, it's fine. If you already ran one, you can't run. No, it's up? Oh, It just ended submission. Well, you can't run a second one before you pay out the first one, so just let it go. That's weird. Yeah, cancel this one, rerun it for 5 minutes, since we still have 5 minutes and not everyone got their bets in. So people will just place their bets back in. Let's just do that. Yeah, that is true as well. A lot of people are complaining about it, but there's a reason it's so cheap, you know? How do you manual fire a Humvee or a UAZ from the driver's seat? Yeah, I'd say the only good thing's the map, but I don't think anyone's gonna pay $10 for a map. I know, like, a few months ago we were talking about CDLC, like, we'll probably add it to TSB main, but I don't think we're gonna add it to TSB main. There's not really anything in there that's worth it. I know Makarov's going through it to see if there's anything worth ripping, but I don't think he's gonna find anything worth ripping. Just make sure you don't say that around Corporal Hardcore. He'll send the Canadian government after you. I love that, man. Oh yeah, we're more than likely gonna add SOG to the Vietnam mod set as a requirement. 3 minutes. Oh, that's nice, Bloodwind. I got a bottle of vodka in my office somewhere. We can compare bottles. I'm not allowed to have it without supervision? Okay, that's fair. Alright, we've been staring at the UK spawn. Let's go ahead and see how the British have, how the Germans have gone up. Got CF hiding under a tank to do recon on the bridge. We got a few guys deployed around here. We have the APC still set to rush, and we've got a few guys on Overwatch with the gun, except it looks like they've left the hill position up here. No, they still have the gun facing this way. Interesting. But they have a truck ready to, looks like, rush south. To cover there, so they're going to still go for a full coverage defense. And they've got another Vic ready to rush up there. So yeah, the Germans are going to just try to hold the bank, but with a lot less forces. That, being that spread thin, means they're going to have to react very quickly when they find out where the UK forces are pushing from. But if the UK do a pincer move, I think the Germans are screwed. But
keep up the good work, man. If
this APC gets a good rush, I think this match is going to be over before it even starts. I think a lot of people have had a lot of good fun playing Mike Force. It was fresh, and it had a lot of cool features in it that I think everyone just really enjoyed. You know, there was no Zeus to fuck things up. It was customizable with mods, so some people added their own ace to it. Some people stuck with what it was and had fun with it, you know? Drunk and Scared is not a good Liru combo. Things get broken. Are you talking about that bowl in college that you always scold me about? But Casavo, thanks for the 10-month resub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Yeah, I know, Iceberg. I saw, I think, 2 separate communities. I think Northern's community got Ace working with it, at least in a way they wanted for Ace Medical. And I think I saw Katie and XX also get it working, but they also have their own version of Ace that doesn't include that Ace update that happened a year ago, so that might also be why. I do agree, what's that? If you constantly do repetition, then people are going to get bored with it. I will go ahead and hydrate. It's the old medical, yeah. Yeah, that's why we only have 3 bulls. You got new bulls, though. It's fine. But anyway, APC rush going in as Green 4 convoy in. Brent carrier going south. The tank's on the rear. Ooh. This could be big. And the Vics are immediately deploying up the hill. Will this APC catch them? Oh, it's gonna hold. This also means the APC could get behind them, but they have to avoid the tanks. Who's just bullying me now? They're driving by. I think they're gonna spot. Yep, the tank's moving. They're gonna see those forces deploying. So will this Vic now try to position up here and get some snipes on the trucks? It's gonna be tough to maraud on that rear line because now the tanks are in a good spot. But the gunner, it's only the Stewart looking left. No, Yash, I'm gonna chill with some people and watch anime. We're gonna binge Spice and Wolf. I haven't had something like that in a while, so might as well relax. They've got eyes on Alpha 2's transport truck. Will they take the shot or will they hold? I think they're gonna hold because it's a tough angle to make. Stewart is adjusting its gun to the rear. No, that's the Sherman. Oh, no. They just saw. No, they might have missed it. Got these Vics rushing on the northern side, too. These guys hear them. They brought the MG with them. I don't think they'll have enough time to deploy it. Oh, balls. I'd say let the Vic pass, get the AT on it after it comes into the kill zone. Huh. Bye, boo. I love you. Iceberg, they only just arrived, so that's why that ambush kind of fell apart. Now you got the Sherman over here trying to find that autocannon Vic. And the autocannon Vic's gonna flank way around. They might catch Maz out of position. That'd be a funny kill. So something's gonna have to stay here and go get Sector 1. Those 50 cals now firing because they're on the other side of the bank. I think these German players are in trouble. Smoke coming out. Ooh, good pickoff right there. APC still coming around. If that gets in a good position on the hill, it could change the tide in this fight. Germans versus Brits, exactly. Kane going down. Interesting. Only 3 of these guys left. You got the Stewart now coming up. These guys are actually doing a good job holding the rest of the main force. That's giving time for this APC to get into position. But I think that APC is going to play it incredibly safe. Tank, that was the Sherman firing over. Unless that was... Nope, Stewart's not in a position to make that shot. Mortar's being set up, that autocannon's fixed, still holding still. It's being cautious, I get that. Green Shade getting suppressed and taken out. Vargren gets exposed, sprayed down by Martin, takes a leg hit. Tries to roll back. Hearing some more shots to the south. That's Blue 4 X-Ray engaging an element. Let's quickly go have a look. It's that Bren carrier force fighting with X-Ray, who's overwatching this side. They're fixed all the way down here, and they have a man down. Green Shade woke back up. 47 getting a kill and a knockout on Logan. Logan takes him out. And this flank has fallen. And that Puma is now moving up farther. They might be able to hear the mortar. That might have actually been the mortar shots landing. And there's Falcon disconnecting. Well. Yeah, it's on both the Bren guns firing up. I hate people I don't know leading FFF. Falcon, what does that even mean? You're hearing some sort of armor piece fire. It's the Sherman firing. They're not going to see that. They don't have good eyes up here. There's the mortar firing again. That shell's gonna be way off. So Spotter's gonna see where it lands. If the autocannon were to be a little more aggressive, it might catch a good chunk of the British forces moving, but I don't think that's gonna be the case.
Send it, go Team 6. Now. Hello, you cute Sue and of the rainbows. I hope you all have a lovely Friday day.
Oh, did you get killed by Agent 47, Falcon? Oof. But Skeeches, thank you so much for the 27-month resub, my man. I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. You think a 20mm AP autocannon can penetrate the engine? It might be able to snipe the commander out, though. Probably disable the gun with those AP rounds. Well, that's not what they wanted to do. Now they have an angry Sherman. Out of everything. Yeah, that's a little weird for choice placement, but okay. Sure. I think they're trying to mortar this position. Only the pack gun had line of... I think it does have line of sight, but... Yeah, they're scouting that out.
Send it, go Team 6. Now.
DVD Nielsen, thanks so much for the T1 sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Got Maz skyline in the tree. Got another mortar round going. They're now ranging the shot. So I guess they're going to secure that, and then Maz is going to go take that. Here's the mortar round. It's going to land right. So I got to adjust left a little bit by a few hairs. Oh, geez. Pack gun was way off on that shot. Meanwhile, it looks like Blue 4 X-Rays actually smoked quite a bit of these guys. They stole it. Got Stottenbay coming up. Pickles not paying attention. Looks like he gets trade there. Pickles is only down. The driver of that Bren's now pulling back with the Vic for security. Sanders trying to get a flank on this gun. Manages to kill the gunner. Lee blindly firing. Yeah, so I think Sanders has a good shot on Lee here, but Lee still doesn't realize where he's being engaged from. Yeah, I would not be able to see Sanders through that. Now you have UK's main advance. I think the UK guys have this in the bag. AP, the Vic is now pulling back to try to get close. And you got those M2 half tracks coming up and using their guns to do some pretty heavy suppression here. Where's Arma Jesus? He's somewhere. He's on 2 kills with an STG-44. That was Agent 47's, and he's now using that, since that was the gun he was doing really well with. SPC Adrian knocked out Bad Brit here, trying to get a double tap. We do see a Zeus Eagle in play right here. So there's someone watching in Zeus. I'm willing to bet that might be Dream. Holy fuck, that mortar was right on target here. Wounded Lee. Sanders is running around trying to find Lee. Now where is that Puma? It's over here. It's now readjusting. It's being engaged by the Stewart. Stewart can't seem to land a good hit on it, though. Blackjack, I'll go ahead and hydrate. Uh-oh. Oh, God, it's just going to charge, isn't it? Uh-oh. Jesus. What the fuck? Oh, 50 cal. That gunner just got taken out. Thorn getting, somehow dodging those shots as the other 50 cal Vic comes up. think I hear the tank firing. Ooh, ricochet to the front. Some of those wheels are down. James, thank you for the posture check. Round was short. Oh, they're dead. That's a hit. Ricocheted off the front. And it's smoking. It's about to cook off. And with that, I think the Germans' hopes of winning are done. Stratico getting 2 nice kills here. Well, Norris didn't die, so kill and a knockout. Armageddon's back there. They're at Sector 3. They gotta rush units to Sectors 1 and 2. But with the German forces so spread out, great grenade bounce. That knocks Norris back. Another grenade thrown. It's gonna probably knock. And it gets a kill. DeVore wakes back up, though. Strat getting a pre-fire. As a Sten Gunner comes around, Carlson has no idea where those shots are. He gets knocked out. Grenade thrown perfectly on Strat. He's able to get away in time before it does serious damage.
So, what the fuck happened to Blue 4?
I don't want to talk about it. But basically, Blue 4 stretched themselves too thin and didn't really react enough. And now they're just getting rushed hard. Because if your enemy spreads yourself too thin, rush the shit out of them. It always tends to work.
I'm annoyed because I should have won that fucking marksman fight I got into with Stanners.
All right, Logan with a Sten breaching this building. But the Germans are in the other 2 buildings. You're hearing mortars landing now. That was a little far. They got to call those mortars off. Got some more Germans over here, but I don't see the Germans really rallying here. There's not really any communication between the groups. Ooh, we have Stark here. He's a vet. They just got a pick off on the 50 cal gunner. Warwick driving, doesn't realize what's happened. Stark on 2 kills with a... Is that a stolen Lee Enfield? Interesting. Just got a 3rd kill. What's that is right, the grease gun is .45 and the MP40 is 40 mil. Stewart's pulled back. Not sure if Barton has any AT. Barton hiding in the bush in the nick of time. And G-Leg's coming up on the rear. AT being fired. Is that a Piot? I don't understand where that came from. Logan pushing. Oh, this is funny. They blocked off some of the windows. The Germans on this building. Armageddon and Flux. Solo clearing out other areas. How many kills is Armageddon on? He's still on 2. Armageddon on UK side is to watch. Stark on Blue 4 is another one to watch. Another mortar coming in, almost killing Flux and Armageddon. That's a lot of shots. Wow. Almost blue on blued by their own mortar. Technically green on green. Never mind, Flux gets knocked out. Well then. Sector 1 taken by the tank. Sector 2 also will probably be taken by the tank.
So
Logan breaching in, getting multiple kills with his Sten gun.
round, it was a war of attrition across the bridge, and now it seems like Green 4 just absolutely steamrolled.
Yeah,
the
they rushed because Blue 4 was spread too thin.
Jeez.
Gorski hiding in the corner, grenade being thrown in there. Logan now breaching. Gorski not paying attention, and he gets sprayed down. So Falcon might not have liked Logan's commanding, but Logan has pretty much secured Sector 3. Adrian now green on greening again. And they just need to go cap Sector 2, and they can literally cap both at the same time. And it'll be GG. You just need Montgomery or King to go step in the sector, and it's GG. Any second now.
Ooh.
They're both running away from the sector. Oh, wait, no. Kane might have just wised up. He's going for it. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. GG. Logan and Gabian almost killing each other, and now are grenading each other. Where's the GG?
I don't know.
There it is.
Did you see X-Ray Freeball managed to steal the...
Did I see what?
The fucking Bren carrier.
I caught a little bit of that. I saw
Sorry.
the... Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I killed Pierce. That's a good thing.
Alright, I will be
I've killed Pierce twice.
Good for you. I'm proud.
Are you staying for the last round?
Nope, I gotta go somewhere.
Oh, okay.
See you next week, man.
That's okay.
All right, guys. I have to be somewhere in 25 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Don, thank you for managing the predictions for me for the NA branch. But otherwise, yeah, that all happened. Cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally. I will see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. for Bush Wookiees with Bats 2 Electric Boogaloo. Cheers, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.